All right. So this is day 8 of starting BlueStar franchise, and I'm definitely excited about everything that I'm working on. I'm trying to stay present as possible. I know I have a tendency to get frustrated, very quickly if things don't go as quickly as I want. So that's one of the things I really want to document. Like a lot of times, people don't see the behind the scenes of like you start a business, you tell people, and then you get business directly. This is definitely more of a slow burn, I guess people would say. And that is a process that's going to definitely test me from a, I guess, mental, emotional, all the different types of routes. But one of the things that I always have to do to kind of stay present is just kind of remember the things that I need to kind of focus on a day to day basis and try to look at those as wins. Like even, reaching out to people that ends up being a win. Even people that sign up on my calendar that ends up being a win. Even having an opportunity on my calendar ends up being a win. But one of the things that's really kind of, pushing me a little bit more. This might be the case if you have another business and you're still kind of a little bit more embedded in that business, or frankly, if you have a full-time job, a 9 to 5, and you're trying to add on this business onto everything else you're doing. Is there's not, it feels like there's not enough hours in the day. And I was literally talking to my wife yesterday, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna, focus on all this. Like, mind you, we just got back traveling, and I hopped in, had a Zoom call right when we got back. Then I had some other things to do. I had a meeting with some of the team members. So um, going back and forth between the different businesses, is definitely, a little bit of a challenge. So it's something that I'm continuing to kind of work through. But the biggest thing is just to stay present. And that's the challenge. Like, how do you stay present on a day-to-day basis to ensure that you are doing the things consistently to help you out? And that's why I go back to that 12-week year, because every week, every week it really makes me to be a lot more intentional, because the idea of the 12-week year is that every week is essentially like a month. So you're not going to spend a lot of time dabbling with things that are not working within a week, because that week is so powerful, because you're trying to get things done in a lot quicker way. And even if you don't ultimately hit your goal, because I'm a big proponent of reaching or setting goals that you're not going to hit. Not that I want to do that, but just that's just like how my makeup kind of is. And for probably a lot of type A people, it's going to be the same. But it's just like being able to be present in the day to day, know what you're going to do on a day to day basis. And I think that helps out a lot, because I know that even if I don't get to where I want to go, if I get, I think when the 12 week year, it talks around getting like 80 to 90% completion, because most people suffer with execution. So while you're thinking about all the things that you want to do, understand and break it down to like how you can execute on a daily basis. If it's just an hour, if it's just a minute, if it's just 10 minutes, or if it's a full day, frankly, figure out how you can execute and what you can execute on. And then what you might have to do week to week is, which I'm going through, is just saying, okay, this didn't work. Like the cold outreach that we did, the cold outreach emails that I was doing, they didn't really give me any opportunities, but activity on Facebook groups did. So does it mean that I stopped the cold outreach? Not necessarily, even though we look at it from a month, but maybe I just don't have that be the primary. So I'm in this constant change of experimenting, testing things out, moving fast, breaking things, making mistakes to see what could kind of come up from that. So it's an exciting time. It can also be a very frustrating time, because sometimes when you go through that experimentation, things don't always work out. Things don't work out as quickly as you want them to work. So you have to make those adjustments. So that's where I'm kind of at, just honestly being, very transparent, hopefully, on the journey. Haven't made any sales, haven't got anybody past that first call, have done a lot of cold outreaches, have talked to some people from a networking group, have had some potential opportunities, but nothing big. But I'm just trying to continue to kind of fill up my pipeline. That's the focus of now, to try to build up that foundation and then ultimately kind of go from there. I need to also release some of these videos as well, so that a lot of that is being published. But with that being said, that's basically it. Just continue to kind of chopping at the tree, and know that it's not. I think the quote is, it doesn't, the tree doesn't fall because of the last hit. The tree falls from all the hits that you had prior to that. So continue to hit that axe over and over again, so that it can ultimately make the tree fall. So that's it. This is Greg signing out. I have to hop on a call, and we'll talk with you later.